Hello, hello, and welcome. We're going to talk today about the Coding Game website and starting up our first activity on that website. Before we get too far into this, I want to do some introductions. My name is John Kreider. I am faculty at the Columbus State Community College and teach in the IST department. Go ahead, Brittany.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brittany Williams Ward. I am also faculty at Columbus State in the IST department and super excited to dive into Coding Game. I'm kind of a newbie, so
Yeah, so some roles here are maybe good to straighten out. So we're both faculty here at Columbus State, but I am more focused in the software developers program and have about 30 years experience in the software delivery space, whether it's from writing code, as an architect, as a manager, and those kinds of things. How about you, Brittany?
Yep. So I have limited coding background. I come from more of a professional data science, data analytics space. And so, software development is not my jam, but I can kind of hack some code. I can follow along. I have great colleagues that kind of help me out from time to time. So I'll probably ask some pretty silly questions, but hopefully that'll help to advance the conversation instead of detract from it. So
Yeah, and I think that's really what we're hoping for here is to get some great conversation from the learning or teaching side and also on the learning side, right? So we can get some of those good questions and good conversations going, because I hope that's what we mostly do here is spark conversations and interest. I just went to codinggame.com, and the first thing that you're going to want to do, and you might want to pause the video to go ahead and do this, is sign up for an account. It's a free account, but you'll want to sign up for an account so that you can follow along with us. How did that sign up process go for you, Brittany?
so far so good. I logged in. I see that introduction star kind of flashing. So I went through that, got kind of acquainted with the layout. And yeah, probably took about 5 minutes to get through that first thing. And then I was kind of on my way.
So I'm going to go under solo because I program usually by myself in my office here, and you can go to puzzles, and we see a lot of puzzles, and that's what a lot of this website is about. It's different programming puzzles and challenges, and sometimes they even have multiple levels. Okay, so let's jump into Mars Lander, and that's not very obvious how we're going to do that right now. We do have some cool menus up here, and we might be able to get there using those, but knowing that we want to do Mars Lander, and there are multiple Mars Landers, we want to do episode 1. I can type in the search bar right here, Mars Lander, and you can see there's a number of Mars Landers up there. There's Mars Lander, episode 3, episode 1, episode 2. We want episode 1. If you're not on episode 1, what you're seeing will not be what we're looking at all. So make sure we're all together here on episode 1. And this is what it'll look like. And again, so this is what these intro screens look like. They give us a little bit of a broad overview of what Mars Lander episode 1 will be. And then once we're decided, okay, yep, this is where I want to go, we're going to click solve it.
and I will say on the previous screen, the first thing that I did, I always like want to watch the video. So it kind of shows what it's gonna do, which is kind of neat down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's jump into solve it. And here we see, so this is a different screen, but there's some things that we can identify that are the same. Let me make sure my code is reset here. And we see code over here in the upper right. We see the description on the left, and then we see our test cases at the bottom. Then we can play all test cases or submit. So here I'm hoping that we can figure out, number one, what is the goal of this programming challenge? And then we'll dive in a little bit deeper to see what are the inputs, and we'll take a look at the program a little bit.